Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of session 90, Materia D&D, where we continue the story of Greenhill. The Menagerie have been bonded telepathically by a divination spell that Rock has recently uncovered. Uh, Rory's telepathic bond, if you care about the name of the spell, or just telepathic bond. And they have split up into 3 groups. We got the original Rabble Rousers, we got the Dregnar and Pridenar, sorry, Pridenar and Rock, and then we got I don't remember what the combination of Sej and Karasar's name was. Sejasthor? Kasarik? I don't whatever.
No idea.
I don't remember. Someone actually had like a fusion name for you two. It was actually pretty funny. And they are about to split up and can well try to I guess scope out, harass, just do things over at the shrines to the mother. Essos had informed them that they had spread word that General Fuckery, as Davis has so elegantly typed, uh, Essos has informed them that the word was spread that when the sun is at the highest point in the sky, that the Adventurers League members in hiding will try to get people out of town as those of the faithful are to become much more strict and controlling. So, what are you guys doing? Where are you guys going? Who wants to do what? I leave it up to you. Theater of the mind.
Dragnar had the map, right?
Yep. So here, I know this is like maybe not the best map, but if we go here and then we like crazy hyper super zoom in, like 250%. Let me move Victor. Let me move Visos. Let me move the symbol. So, you know what? I'm gonna let casters be the symbols. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and shrink them. Pew,
Baby
pew,
Rock,
pew, just for the sake of this.
help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually squished him in a weird way too. Okay.
I don't know how I did that. That was weird. Okay,
Ow.
so, more or less, you guys are like kind of like, something like here.
Okay.
Oh, I need to get the other Dragnar. Give me a second. We need Pridenar. Where is Pridenar? Okay. So, um, Dragnar, you had an idea of how you wanted people to move, but I'm not completely sure what you were. There you go. Move that. We'll just move Dragnar up here with Victor and that, and he's got Pridenar here.
I'm so confused.
There's-
Okay. You're this one, obviously.
I'm
Okay,
seeing double.
so
There's 4 Dragnars.
yeah, Jesus, that would be like the worst thing ever for everybody. There would be so much pain. There's so much Dragnar going on right now. Okay, so what was the plan? Like you guys are just kind of gonna branch out, like one go this way, another one go this way, and another one go this way. Is that kind of the thing? And then
Well,
sweep back.
basically, if you think of it, let's say we go outside of the fishery and that
Hmm.
door happens to be pointing north. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
One group would veer west, one group would veer east, and the other one would go
Understood.
due north. Just to kind of do like a three prong through the city based off the fishery, if you
Yep.
imagine it was the mouth going out.
Yep. 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 I can respect
I
that.
think we're trying to converge on the center still,
Go
or
We are,
down.
yeah. We're going to
There you go.
go out and then converge on the tree. So it's going to be kind of
Gotcha.
like a diamond shape, if you will.
Hmm. So let's just do, because again, I hope that you guys are super zoomed in for this because I said 250%. Let's grab a color maybe. Is it gonna let me? It's not letting me grab a color. Okay, let's do. That's so not what I grabbed, but whatever. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't know what it's doing. Sometimes it's being difficult. There we go, maybe. Okay, so we'll just say like this would be representing the center, right? So you guys are gonna branch out, kind of walk like this, sweep like so, and then convert on Tree, right? That's the plan.
Pretty much.
Okay. And actually, the tree would, truthfully, sorry, it was not in the center of town. It's in the center west. So it's like over here. Cool beans. Okay, I understand what you guys are doing. Poop poop. Okay.
What have you done to my little boy?
I mean,
Help
yeah.
me! Help me!
Can you hear me? I feel like my voice is not traveling at
Oh
all.
no!
My life is over. 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 Yeah, to give you a reference, Alice 20 pixels by 20, and then Dave is 70 by 70. There you go. Oh, okay. All
What
right.
was this?
So
What was the spell one more time so I can read it to make sure I understand exactly what we
telepathic bond,
okay.
5th level divination ritual. Oh, with the option of ritual.
Rary's telepathic bond.
Yeah, but you could. They also have
No,
the
I
one
know,
without
I
the
know.
names. So, um,
I like Leomund for Leomund's tiny hut. But
Good one.
Rary's
Good one.
telepathic bond's kind of like, eh. And like Mordenkainen's, all these, like his spells are good, but
his sword is terrible, but
Lord
his
otherwise,
is
mansion's great.
awful.
His
yeah,
dog is amazing.
it can be very, very useful. Yeah, his
Yeah,
dog
it's
is
Hound, I
great.
think, or so what it is.
Yeah, the hound
Yeah.
is awesome. So Adam, the bond, it says psychically linking. So
Mhm.
is it just like converting verbal communication into thought, or because it's psychically, are they going to be able to feel emotion and stuff like that as well?
Um, I think as intended, it is meant to be communication and all that, but like, we can do some research. I would say that you could definitely share emotion. I would say like it's not like where you have a psychonic leak where like if Dregnar you feel pain, you can share the pain, but it is definitely where you can express emotion, thought, sensation, stuff like that if you wanted to. I'm
Okay,
more than
I'm just
open to
wondering.
that. Yeah,
One thing I will do as we're walking out, and everyone can see this, I'm going to rip off the necklace I made out of my brother's claw,
yeah.
and then I'm going to wrap it around my hand, and I'm just going to hold it like it's half a brass knuckle in my hand because I'm punching somebody in the face with this shit.
I like it.
Well, because my
Cool.
hands are now magical, so
Yeah.
or count as magical.
Yes, they are key and powerful. You can quite literally punch a ghost or headbutt a ghost.
He is
Mhm.
transcended. Holy shit.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Davis and Corbin, check out our poster.
Yeah, nice.
Uh huh.
Poster on
In
what?
materia. It's for when we
Uh,
all TPK.
oh,
We're gonna
got
make
it.
Drow Bards, and it's gonna be called Backstabbeth.
I actually don't mind. I will run a one shot with this if you want to. That sounds fun. But a lot of you guys will have like lashes stuff, right? You have to think of like drought weaponry. Very cool. I like it. Backstabbeth. All right. They cometh for the backstabbeth. All right. So you guys are venturing out into town. Yeah, I mean, let me know if there's anything in particular looking for, wishing to accomplish, if I just kind of trust you guys to give me a little bit of theater of mind and then we'll roll with it.
As Davis said, general fuckery.
Normal fuckery. All
So
right.
the first shrine we come to, whoever it is, just destroying the shit out of it.
Okay. Um, I should ask, do y'all care if people are at the shrine?
Dregnar will scare the shit out of them to get them the hell out of the shrine.
Yeah, same.
Cool.
I'm
Okay.
wearing my visor and shit around too, so like I look fucking freaky.
Hmm. What eye color are you sporting?
Ooh, good question. Green, just for like to sort of like evoke like I'm actually on the side of the
Okay.
harvest. Yeah.
Okay.
I will
Uh,
actually do minor illusion on myself and make it look like there's shadows coming off of my hands and out of my eyes.
oh geez. Okay. Rock will be like, are you turning into the shadow beast already? Okay, he's just gonna Keep a little distance.
Just cast spells at people.
Spells, people. Okay.
Either help the people or destroy the bad people.
How do I know? Okay, hag's bad. Got it. Nope, we're good.
Hags, giants, ogres. Kill them.
What about dwarves? Just want to get
Well,
clarity.
I'm not a dwarf, so I don't know. Your choice.
You. Okay. Walks with you. So yeah, let's say I don't know. We'll say that just for the sake of it, Dragnar, you managed to roll up to a shrine. Again, it is quite early in the morning. It is more on you have kind of traveled more on the east of it. There are a well, I should say this for everybody real quick as an issue to this. Now that you guys are kind of keenly aware of the compost heaps and all that, um, yeah, they are throughout town. So far as you've been walking, there is that general. Now, it's kind of like once you've seen something, you can't unsee it.
The
There
FedEx
are
arrow.
what is it called?
The FedEx arrow.
Yes. Yeah.
And if anybody here doesn't know what I'm talking about, prepare yourselves.
No. So, yeah. Uh, Ragnar, you are able to get to one of the shrines, and Rock is just kind of keeping his little, with you, kind of, very silently walking. And Rock would be like, "Hey guys, hey everybody, we were at one of the first shrines. There's like a couple people here. They look like they're kind of maybe a little bit on the older side. They seem to be just like, I don't know, maybe showing their respects, some sort of prayer or something. What do we do?"
I just walk in. If I happen to see that hook symbol
Okay.
anywhere, I'm going to start destroying it. And then anything that looks like it's religious, I'm going to start just destroying the shit out of it.
Okay.
I
Um,
I am literally a bear in a china shop right now.
Nice, because bulls will knock shit over. So it is, yeah, I get you. God damn it, you actually found one that's actually really annoying. I don't like that FedEx one. It's to me very annoying. I love it. Okay. Yes. Dragnar. Go ahead, just for the sake of trying to get people out. Give me an intimidation roll. Um, you can use since you're using like your physicality, you can use strength if you want.
So would I be using just my strength modifier?
Yeah, and if you're proficient, you can use your
That's funny. Oh, 13.
13. I mean, it's a. I mean, let me. Yes, it is enough to this like it's like three elderly and I say elderly like maybe 60s looking individuals, and they just kind of see you just start getting up there, and you find the we'll call it the harvest symbol, right? There's plenty of them in the uh border decorations of like all the fencing and stuff. It's been carved repeatedly at almost every single shrine. Um, and you do see some of the blue uh, chalk-like crystalline. And now that you've actually get in there and start digging at it, and you however you're ripping at it and trying to destroy it, you do realize that it's actually just the chalk has started to form like those. Get those shards of crystal.
Okay. Yeah, I will focus on any of the blue stuff
Okay.
as much as possible. Just I don't. I'll punch the shit. I don't care whatever because it's I know that it
Yeah.
may be magical. So
No, you're good.
Yeah.
It's they're not like these shrines were not. They're not made of stone. They're not reinforced. They're not warded against attackers. They're just neutral gazebos that have been converted into shrines, right? So you are
there
able
you go.
very nice. Yeah. So as you kind of get in there and just start almost snarling and ripping into it, the people there are like, "Ugh," and they start
And
just,
I'll yell, "Leave town!"
"You're crazy!" And then it's they will definitely flee. And
They can think I'm crazy all they want, as long as they get the hell out of town.
yeah, and Rock will be like, he takes the staff and just starts chipping away at some of the crystals while he's like, trying to help you. Okay. Um, Davis, you said you're essentially going to be doing the same thing, right?
Yeah, maybe less aggressive, but still intimidating.
Okay. Uh, you get to, you know, another gazebo. In this case, uh, okay. Easy enough. This one happens to not really have anyone there. At least not that you've noticed now. But there is, of course, like the the stones with the symbols on there. There are some of like the braided cords and ribbon for decoration. You do see signs of where people have gathered because like in the dirt and soil, there's like even like it's compressed under all the foot traffic and you do see all the carved symbols and of course you and Al spot those harvest symbols and some of them are starting to become like almost like crystalline.
I will look at Al, but think through the bond, but somewhat mostly directed at him, but kind of half remembering that everybody will hear this. Be like, so do we just like destroy this shrine? Or what do we do now? Do we like break the
Uh,
crystals on it? Like, I don't actually know what we're supposed to do here. Like,
You
those,
hear
those weren't
yes.
oh, whoa,
those weren't there yesterday.
is that what you guys are doing? Across the bond.
Yes.
I think it already started happening.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I was gonna ask
Aim for
Isos.
the blue ones.
Oh
Okay, the
yeah,
blue one.
Isos, what do you think?
'Cause my nail didn't work yesterday, and I wondered if they had anything new. But I guess Smash is okay.
He says like you guys do whatever you see is necessary. I'm making sure we have people in place for
This is
you
so
know
cool. Thanks, Rock.
Rocket, like you're welcome. Remember, we probably have about another, I don't know, 15, 30,
Okay.
40 minutes before we need to gather. 30, 40 minutes. Go quick.
I I keep forgetting this is a thing because y'all stop talking for a few minutes, and then you scare the shit out of me, and I'd appreciate you stop doing that.
Wait,
I was
actually,
gonna take out.
go ahead.
Gone. I was gonna take out the little hammer that Marb snuck in his back. He's
The
got it
light
with 2 hands and
hammer.
he's ready. Yes. I think it's just a tool hammer. I don't
Yeah,
even think it's
Yeah,
it's just a
yeah,
regular hammer.
got it.
he's got
Uh,
2 hands on it. He's ready.
real quick, with my passive perception of 20 now, does
Yeah.
Al look high?
Oh. Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Oh, what is it?
Uh, a medicine check.
Oh, medicine.
Yeah,
Okay.
Medicine. I heard wisdom.
yeah.
Yeah, I heard I thought I heard maybe investigation. I was like, well, it's weird.
Well, that's weird. Here.
Oh,
No,
I got advantage
medicine.
on those. Woo!
Yes. Yeah.
Those are both shit. Total of 8.
He is not visually. He is not high. You notice like some of those motions are a little bit
Yeah.
sporadic in a way, but other than that, he's oh.
I'll like kind of just tap him on the ribs, and be like, come on, gotta pull it together. Let's get this shit going.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Smash the crystals.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah. Let's
Let's
smash
go.
him, and then we gotta keep going.
Mhm.
Al seems paranoid, but he's always paranoid, right? It's
Yeah, it fits.
fine. Now he's got voices in his head. If he didn't already have this before, it's he knows.
God, if somebody wanted to prank you, they could do some terrible shit.
Don't say that in wall chat.
I didn't. Yeah, that was out of character, not across the bond.
Alright, okay. Alright, Sej, Cargos, y'all are able to also, if you guys are going to shrine, same situation. Um, let's see. Wow, I wrote the exact same thing for Davis. Yeah, it's not. Again, it's pretty much an empty shrine. There are, the streamers and the decorations. There are, of course, the harvest symbols amongst the other symbols. You. So, what are you
Is
guys doing?
is there any so is this building like crammed in between other buildings or was it kind of
Yeah.
like set
So
apart?
here, the interesting thing about it is something maybe like I maybe never gave you two a proper description. The guys know it because they were here in Green Hill before they were always overtaken. But Green Hill was very much established as kind of as a there was no right faith or religion, and as a result of that, there were, numerous gazebo-like structures set up just throughout wherever they could essentially fit into town. And people, the proper custom was people would bring their little idols, or curios, or charms, or you know, set up if no one was there, uh, do their worship, take their things and leave, right?
Hmm.
But basically what happened is as the Mother of Bounty got more and more influence, and then they become more and more brash and more, well, influence, I should say. The followers were more and more influence. They just started converting, taking over, not leaving, and then essentially now that the Mother Bounties is really the only practiced religion and in the open, everything has been kind of converted. So like there's a bunch of those symbols carved. And some of them, there's like the stones were brought in place, and other ones there's like just like ceremonial decorative streamers, ribbons, cords, baskets of food. Usually at this state, baskets of food that are like rotting and breaking down. So
But is it okay? So that's one thing. But is the building itself just like? Because I know that you kind of mentioned that the town was sort of like a sprawling where
mhm,
everybody just sort of used whatever they had and
yeah,
built it up against and next
yeah.
to other things. Like, are
Mhm.
these in their own little space, or is it like,
There is a little.
home business, home business, this thing, and then home business, like, or
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah,
There is, interesting enough, there's always just a little bit of space around, but it is basically like, yeah, it could be home business, it could be home business, tannery, bar, a little bit of space, shrine, a little bit of space, home business,
okay. So it's
street
he
lamp.
was just looking to see if this place was like set aflame, if it would be close enough that it would start other things on fire, which it sounds like it kind of is. So
It potentially could, yeah.
yeah, uh, he'll kind of look at Sedge and um, just so it's not over everything to confuse the chat, he'll do the signing of like, I was thinking of fire as we want to draw attention, but maybe if we just collect the symbols and start a pyre out front, we can avoid needlessly burning a section of the city down. Or do you have any other ideas?
Definitely don't want to burn anybody's home down or anything crazy like that. Absolutely not. You're right. Let me think on my feet real quick while we move. Hold on.
Um, and so you said it was basically empty, right? Like maybe there's a
This
couple
one
of.
was, yeah, no, this one there's no visible people gathering. Yeah.
Okay,
There's like a couple like woven baskets that one is completely empty. The other one seems to have some poultry, like barely, like you would barely call it like an offering at this point. It's just some old
sure.
fruit, Just gonna.
So to start, just as we get there, I'd probably, as we go inside and check all that out, I'll close the door and start grabbing, pulling down, ripping, if they're like nailed on, ripping off any symbol or decorative thing that is, you know,
Sure.
tied to the thing. While said just kind of thinking a plan, I'm just gonna at least start doing that,
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
then
As this is your first time actually like really interacting with the friends, go ahead and give me an investigation check while you're just kind of going through it.
okay. Investigate. There you are.
There you go. Yeah. So as you're kind of like ripping through and you're just kind of in, you're almost trained just to kind of take in details and things that are, around you. You are seeing that, yeah, there are amongst like some of the chords and the streamers that are kind of like set into place. There was kind of hidden amongst them. There was always like the iconography of like the eyeball and stuff. The flower in the eye, flower in the eye. You kind of notice that, and ugh, it's kind of like this was like so obvious. How do people not notice it? Then you see that obviously like where the fencing is and etched in a lot of the wood. There are visuals of recreations of like almost like if you were to say like a carved hieroglyph of a story from the mother about his teachings. Either spreading your roots, uh, giving back to the land. The harvest is coming. Different things. You're starting to put like some of the imagery to it, and of course there are those harvest symbols, and you see the same thing that when you're starting to like kind of pull and rip away at it, that some of the harvest symbols have almost like blue crystals starting to just kind of. And we're talking like like little shards of glass almost looking. It's pretty easy to not see unless you're looking for it or you cut your hand on it.
That looking at that remind me of the little like chalk crystal that Isos brought.
Yeah, so it's the same like bluish. Esos's thing was more of a chalk. The blue crystal really reminds you more, yeah, because you've seen Marb's dagger. It looks like little teeny tiny shards of Marb's dagger.
All right, I'll start bringing that up to Sedge as he's kind of pondering and such. I'll point it out, and anything that isn't just like carved right into the building itself, I will continue pulling it out, especially if I see that it has that sort of etching laced with the blue crystal.
So, easy enough, you're strong enough and capable enough of just going to town. So all of the three of you, the three groups of y'all have basically like set down, gotten rid of a shrine. Uh, was there anything that you guys were particularly looking for, or just going on afterwards to like the next set?
I want to throw out that Al's not being super analytical.
Okay.
From his perspective, there's some weird shit going on where like that blue tint is just kind of superficially radiating out, starting to turn everything blue. It's like
Okay.
what the hell? And he starts smashing it, and it kind of disappears. He's like, this is some strong fucking magic. What's going on? He goes on to the next one, starts
Gotcha.
radiating.
Gotcha. Yeah. So as you guys are kind of venturing from shrine to shrine, the Al and Davis, you're really not running into very many people. It's fairly simple. Sej and Paros, a few, but easy enough for you guys to scare them away. They're not here for a fight. They're not here for anything. Especially when it says you just start like going up to it and you literally put your claws in the wood and just start ripping away at some of the planks with the symbols and stuff on them. Uh, and then
I know I said I told Sedge, but I would probably then realize to let everybody else know, hey, blue crystals embedded in runes
If I
carved in.
saw that, I would have definitely relayed that over our neural network.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be blue crystals that are important embedded within these shrines. Be sure to thoroughly destroy them.
Aye, aye.
Oh yeah, big bad. Too much magic.
and then Pride, Nar, and Rock. Actually, on your side, as you guys are the furthest to the east, more people. There seems to always be more of an influence more to the east. Um, but easy enough to make people leave, Dragnar. I don't think people want to really mess with a dwarf with a rainbow beard.
I will say, just for a fun visual, and because of the way I thought Davis might think of some of this stuff. So, ever since the bond, like, he's basically said nothing with his mouth. He's done everything through that.
Hmm. Hmm.
So if he sees anybody, and he's got the stupid visor on and stuff too, so he's just gonna like look at them and think, "Get out of here, go." And so like you guys will hear across the thing, "Get out of here, go," and then he'll just point out of town, like to the west, and just stare at them with his stupid green eyes and his visor, and they'll hear nothing.
This
Al's right behind
armored
you, and he's
clad.
got no idea.
Well, no, but Al, you hear it obviously, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. You're not saying it. They can't hear
That's true.
you. I was like, oh shit, man, they're brave.
If they don't start moving, then I would like get up in their face a little bit more aggressively, and eventually I would probably figure it out. But
Yeah. Yeah.
It might be a fun little initial.
Yeah, there is a time where like one of them's like they just kind of look at you as they're just like walking in the street. They're not even at like one of the shrines, they're just on the way, and they're like, "You freak!" and start going. What's wrong with you? Just for the general sake of it, all of you that are walking through town, go ahead and give me perception checks based on listening. So,
It's a check, not a saving throw, so I get straight roll. Okay.
uh, I think so. I don't even actually remember if it's wisdom checks and saves or just saves for the ladle. Uh, inventory.
12
Quit.
hours.
Is this like
Saves.
sight and hearing or just seeing some things?
Hearing something in this
Okay.
case. All right. Yeah, no, Al, it's wisdom saves and wisdom checks for 12 hours.
And checks. Okay.
Hello.
Okay, 15.
15. Okay. Karos and it's actually interesting. Karos and Sedge, you guys are kind of walking. Um, the rest of the group is like, they're kind of focusing on the task at hand.
I got a
I
20.
got I got a 24.
Oh yeah, Drainer did get it.
And I got a
I'm
20.
sorry. Oh shoot, I read the wrong one. Sorry. Damn. Okay. So
Pretty much
sorry.
only
So
Rock and Al were bad.
okay, so at least the entire group. So at least one of you from the group. So we'll just say like you guys are starting like kind of as like when you're not at the shrine but kind of traveling through. There's a little bit of discussions and rumors as you walk by. Individuals in the street with a bag, or people setting up a corner shop, or um, you know, whoever you're passing on by in the walkways and the alleys and streets of Greenhill. Uh, you all pick up at some points in your journeys this first hour out. Hey, did you hear that the adventurers, some of the League survivors, they're gonna make an appearance or something. I don't. And then you kind of get, yeah, I heard that when the sun is up or something, we need to be ready to move because I think those that are following the mother are gonna start acting different, start being forceful. I don't know. I just know be ready at the sun. Be ready when the sun's at the top of the sky. You just hear little rumors and trickles throughout your journeys. And then at some point, Rock will kind of over the connection. He's like, "All right, boys, we need to meet. Let's. The magic's gonna fade in a little bit."
Central
And
Bounty? Is that where we're going? Is that too soon? Are we doing somewhere?
say, just for the sake of it, Davis, each of you. We'll see how many shrines you're able to interrupt. Each of you, go ahead and roll me a D. We'll just make it easy. D6s.
Bam.
Damn it!
You're welcome, Davis.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
My D6 is on fire tonight. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, choose your
Oh, I
D6.
guess I'll roll for Rock as well.
Okay. 3, 5.
Okay.
Okay, so we got 3, 1. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You guys are able to, as a collective, essentially within an hour span, disrupt and interfere with 11 total shrines. So
How
fairly
did
productive.
how did you get that number? It's a total of 20.
D3s.
Oh,
D3s.
you did. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Strider just spent a lot of time in the first one.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. This one is really fucking going down.
he made the crystal talk again, basically.
There you go.
But yes, y'all are able to gather in the first hour, reestablish the link. And is the idea to go back out and do this until it is time to look at the sun up in the sky?
Yeah.
You guys are kind of gathered at Central Bounty, and As you guys are kind of approaching, I guess I should give you
I,
the visual real quick
can I make
before I
another
forget.
save for my hallucination?
Oh yes, it would be an hour. Yes, you're right. Correct. Kind of nice. It ties in.
20.
So you need a 15 at disadvantage. And someone roll for Barky. Not that it necessarily matters.
That's Carlos's job, right?
Yes.
I got a 2.
Ooh.
Oh, he's getting a little better.
So that blue colorization is kind of melting the fabric of reality now. I don't know. It's not a good time. These crystals are
Yeah.
pretty bad. I don't like them.
Those crystals are pretty bad. Yeah. And
I,
you actually were in the weren't you inside the mill when the mill went kapoom and the crystals kind of went
Yeah,
flying?
you're up
a lot of
close and
boom,
personal.
a
Yeah.
lot of casualties. That was a bad time.
I think it was you and I that were down in the little where the bowl was,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
feel free to play with that as you wish. But for the next hour, unless if y'all say otherwise, you are able to continue your task of fuckery.
I will ask everyone, are they running into any people in the shrines?
It's pretty quiet for us. I've definitely, convinced some people to go. And this is all through the bond. Like I'm not speaking. Uh, but it's relatively quiet over here. I have heard some people mentioning what seems to be the noon deadline, if you will, the noon expectation of people, you know, being ready to leave. So
I heard a semblance of that myself, so the news is definitely out.
go
We ran
Isos.
into, sorry,
Sorry, I say that over the bond. It's like go Isos. Good job.
I'll be like, yeah, I heard the same thing, and we ran across a few people in each one of them.
Are they leaving? Are they listening to you?
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. It's. Let me guess. You weren't exactly asking them to leave.
No, are we supposed to be asking them to
No, you
leave?
don't. You know what, Ragnar? You do you. It's cool.
Not sure it matters, but uncharacteristically, our side has been very sparse on people. We haven't really ran into people at the shrines.
That's good. Hopefully they're already heading out.
Either that or they've already gathered to start sacrificing souls.
Trying to think positive.
So, while you guys like leave the central bounty, there is some people here. Go ahead and for the sake of it, all of you as you spread out and start splintering out, go ahead and give me perception checks.
Poor Al. See how dumb and blind you are with your stupid eye.
I can smell blue. It smells like bergamot, but I can
That's a
still
good
see the
smell.
future.
That's actually a good reference. It does smell like bergamot because usually Earl Grey comes in a
I
blue
guess
package.
I'll roll for Rock.
Yeah.
Rock rolls poorly. He's an
Um,
8.
Okay.
Al's mostly got his head down, watching Davis's feet and just trying to follow that.
I love
Because
it.
if he
Okay.
looks at any walls or surfaces,
Uh,
they're not, they're moving too much.
I like it. So interestingly enough, Al and Davis. Yeah, and I'll give it to Sesh too. Um, something you guys pick up on as you guys are traveling. While there are people gathering at the shrine, there are people gathering actually at the excuse me, the some of the compost heaps, and they're essentially filling satchels or burlap sacks and just getting as much of the soil, the compost, ready, and they're venturing out with it. Just every day.
Are they heading west? If they're heading west, I'll not fuck with them. But otherwise, I'll be like, "Yo, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of here!"
Are you thinking that towards them?
No, this at this point, I think I'll have figured it out.
Okay. Yeah, you'll stop. Like you kind of see this, and you kind of see like a we'll say a green scaled dragonborn individual, just being following the the mother's will.
Put that down. Get out of here. Just no, you don't need that. Just get out of town. Everybody's already out west. Go west.
What is?
Go.
I guess intimidation.
Sure.
They're trying
And you say I mean,
Yeah,
Can,
intimidation.
can I assist them with a thaumaturgy? Just like,
Nice.
random.
So just regular roll or now advantage or no?
We'll say straight roll, but you'll get a little bit of a bonus
Okay,
because
cool.
I don't see that thaumaturgy actually giving you advantage.
Yeah. 14 total.
14. Yeah, no, he looks at you and he strange, and he just like starts heading west.
Is he still
But then,
carrying the thing?
yeah, he's
Oh, I'm gonna
holding.
say no. Drop that. You don't need that.
But this is
No. Just
our purpose.
get out of here. Don't take that with you.
He just
can I,
leaves it. Okay.
And I'll
Whatever.
actually say across the bond, I'll be like, some weirdos are trying to like take the compost someplace. I don't know what's going on, but they're saying the mother's telling them to do it. I don't trust it. I would say we probably should put a fucking lockdown on that. What were you saying, Al?
What was that about? Yeah.
he dropped it, so he's okay. He can live.
He can live.
Live.
I mean, you could literally
Um,
hold him in place potentially.
Davis, as he's like running up, you notice that he kind of this individual walks, and then he just kind of takes a corner. Eventually, he thinks he's out of sight of you, and he just takes a corner, and then you don't know where the street goes, but he's definitely not continuing his westward direction.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not gonna chase after him. It's not worth it.
sup, CJ?
Hey!
My favorite turtle.
Are you here as a listener or as a participant? Or as a muted
He's
participant?
he's
That's fine.
sleepwalking in. Just
I click on Discord in my sleep.
yeah.
Must play D&D.
Zombie turtle.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, you see, like, and then once Davis kind of points this out, you do see that where there are not gatherings of the tribe, there are people gathering at the different compost heaps and essentially taking whatever satchel. There seems to be a large number of like burlap satchels being like even possibly provided, filling them and just carrying them and going dispersing into town. You guys can still
Me and Karos are witnessing these
yes. As
these
announcement.
piles strewn about, are there, and people are like doing the same thing at various ones throughout the city, right?
Mhm. So as like Davis like makes it, across the bond aware, you see that now you guys are noticing it.
Well, if
Karos, I have somewhat of an idea, but you should hold your nose.
Boy, I can't
All
wait.
right.
That was a good one.
All right. I'll gird my nasal
Nostrils.
passages.
Yeah. Okay. What you doing?
From a distance, I'm gonna have a localized sacred flame, and it drops straight from the heavens, and it's like a holy fire. If you remember the spell animation, it's like straight down.
Yeah, I understand, but the cantrips
But
are
it's a cantrip from the wand.
understood.
So I'm gonna take the wand out and like from a distance, it's 60 feet away. So I'm just gonna like kind of burn it a little bit, but I don't want to hurt people. I just
No, I
want
understand.
to I just want to destroy it a little bit so they don't take it with them.
So I get what you're going for. So like there's like you kind of get to one of the piles and there's people gathering and they're starting like people are taking and the thing is it's not fire damage. It's radiant damage.
Fair enough.
It's called Secret Flame, but it's so radiant, right? So
Right.
there's this interaction and it just like a portion of where it is just kind of and like splatters and pops. It you know, like I'm sorry, this is essentially like, yeah, so and people look and they're like, the mother is pleased. Just
Oh,
keep going.
I'll whisper to Sedge, target the bags if you can.
Hmm.
Not
I
that
don't know if that
accurate.
says
Yeah.
creature or
Yeah, it's one creature.
dang.
That's a cantrip. It's not that accurate. It's kind of like,
I'm gonna look down at the wand and mention back to him. I don't know if I could. That's not exactly what I expected. So let me think on it some more.
go ahead and mark up one charge of the wand.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
a
correct.
straight to Karos or telepathically?
Uh,
Tell,
uh,
I
telepathically.
think I have. Okay, yeah. Wait, can I talk to you telepathically? Are you included or?
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
is.
Everybody in our
Yeah.
Okay.
It's everyone plus Zork and
Nope.
Isis.
They're
Or not
not part of
anymore.
it.
Not
They didn't
anymore. Right. That's
gather.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So that's why he didn't respond when he said, good job, Isa.
Fair enough.
I'm part
Yeah,
of the
I'd
connection.
forgotten. Yeah.
So, but those are keen of you. You know, you see that they're gathering and they're walking and they're going places throughout the city with bags of this compost.
They're spreading it so they can magnify the magic.
Oh, the bag. The bag of devouring. Start stuffing compost into that thing.
Oh my
Literally
god.
eat shit bag.
I mean, if that's something you guys want Rock to do, I mean, he's not here. You can control him. This
I
is
mean, he
gonna be
is here.
really. I thought he was just PM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was food. Well,
It's
see
organic
how I like it.
material.
Just gotta be really careful. That's all I gotta say.
Well, don't try to pull anything out of it. Just try to scoop stuff into it.
Up here. Up here. The bag just never. It's like, where's all this compost going in this bag? So, I mean, it's up to you guys. If that's something you want to try, go
You
for it.
imagine how long it would take just to get rid of one pile?
Yes, forever.
Because I'm thinking maybe a cubic foot at a time at the most.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
It's
you're
not
talking
that. It's
like
not that big of an opening.
two. I got.
Well, I mean, what's a bag of holdings like a giant sack, right? It's
Well, so
so-
keep in mind, so the difference between a bag of devouring right is that it does provide that interdimensional space only in a much smaller capacity, and it's sent directly to whatever's on the other side. It resembles a bag of holding. It doesn't necessarily function like a bag of holding. Like it can't carry nearly as much as like carry as much as a bag of holding. It's
But I'm
just much
just
quicker.
thinking fitting it into the opening.
Yeah, no, I get you. And that'll be about the same, right?
Yeah. I mean, a bag of
Nope.
holding is a 2 foot diameter in the mouth.
You just start shoveling. So,
dang, if only we had more.
mm, no. But yes, is that something you guys want CJ or Rock to do?
If the idea is thrown out there, Davis would be like, sure.
Yeah, but I don't want to stay here with him. I think we get more bang for the buck destroying the shrines.
Yeah, probably.
Or
I really
just
wouldn't.
if
I
if
really
the
wouldn't
people
mind that
already
bag eating
have like
shit though.
yeah, if or it could be more efficient that like as you run past all these weirdos who are putting it into the bag and carrying it away, if it's not like a giant sack, there you go, just
Just give it to one of the weirdos and say, "Hey,
toss this thing.
fill this thing up. Once
Oh
it's
god.
filled, then keep moving."
Davis is just so happy to have someone just get sucked into the bag.
Hey, if he's already taken, and it gets rid of the bag.
Maybe. Maybe. So yeah, so Rock will just kind of hold on to the bag and look at it as an idea. He's like, okay, maybe. And then he'll follow Dregnar off to like the next shrine because it's more bang for his buck. Damn it. Frickin' kitty of chaos kicking my dice everywhere. I didn't know where they landed. Thanks. Thanks. Damn it. Come on. No. Must grab dice. Okay, there you go. I lost one die. I'll find it later. Good
I
champ.
just imagine Dregnar going up to somebody who has a bag full of something, just give me that, and throwing it in Rock's bag and keeps walking.
I mean, you can do that like if you want to. Like, go ahead. You can
Oh,
play
I'm
like.
totally doing it.
Okay,
I'm like
go ahead.
stealing. I'm like stealing trick or treat candy from little kids on Halloween. Give me that bag.
You could just saying telepathically, we could just destroy the bags. Like we just slid like a little bit of the bag and it's useless. Of course, they'd have to find more bags, but
Oh, I know what I do. If we come to one of the piles and I see a group of the bags, I grab the bags and I stick them in the bag of devouring.
Okay, that's fine.
And then anybody carrying a bag, give me that bag.
That's fine. We'll just say you're able to just like go through and like, there's times where you have to like wrestle and fight some of these people because they have a duty and they are working.
Yes, I do a whole bag of it.
So,
If they piss me off too much, I'll stun and strike their ass.
you're right.
Oh yeah, because you're the
Alright,
materia version. You get it like up to your proficiency bonus, right?
before he starts using
Before you start using
Yeah,
key.
so
Nice.
4.
a 4 and a long rest, and then he's gonna start supplementing ki. That's what it is. But yes, so you guys are all able to. The one thing that you guys will notice as you guys venture out and kind of following these people or noticing these, people with the bags and trying to interrupt them, is that they are starting to bring the bags to the shrines, and they're putting them down at the shrines that are not destroyed or manhandled because you guys are going to new ones. Um, so. The bags are being placed at the shrines, basically in the place where like the offering should have been placed. However, not all of them are going as you guys can observe and follow and watch and continue your pathing throughout the city. Uh, the bags are being also just placed out in front of certain buildings, out in front of well, like in the different parts of the squares, the crossways. Bags are being placed around. People are bringing them into their homes. In some
Everyone I
cases,
come across, Adam is going in the bag of devouring.
okay. That is going to be a very full bag, but I get it. I get it. Yeah. Sending it over to the entity.
Nom, 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 nom.
that bag tried to eat us. Fuck
It
that
successfully ate 2 of us.
But it didn't successfully
Definitely
destroy.
Didn't
changed.
digest, but it.
Yeah.
bag. We
So
had to
yeah.
stop it from devouring our friends.
Yes, I know. It's the best bag you have. But the bag.
Honestly, it's a pretty cute bag.
Yeah,
Whoa, that's Stockholm syndrome. God damn it.
yes, exactly. You guys are gonna learn to love this bag. It's gonna be like your new mascot. But
I'm kind of down with that.
But anyways, so you guys are kind of down, going through, seeing all this. The next hour kind of passes. You guys gather again. Is it at the Central Bounty, or where are you guys gathering again?
Yeah, so what time would it be now? Closer? Is it still probably got a
Probably
couple?
have, yeah, probably a couple more hours or so before it is. This is a go time.
Yeah, send me back up. Was it Central Bounty we met at last time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's the only real central meeting place we've got.
Okay. So again, being diligent of your time, being reminded over the link. Okay, gotcha. Um, you guys gather, recast. This time when you're at the Central Bounty, you notice that there's a number of those individuals that have been taking the compost and bringing it to the Central Bounty and basically piling it up by the tree and in the area. And then, but not everybody. There seems to be like people are being told where to go, where to deliver it, and it looks like the Central Bounty is one of the main places that is gathered. Uh, the compost. However, there is a number of people here, so I don't know how disruptive y'all wish to be or could be, but it's up to you guys.
I will say at one point I'll tell Al, I'll be like, hey, I know I know you can, change your appearance and stuff. Like maybe that would help. You can instead of me just yelling at people, maybe you could kind of convince people to say like, oh, we're not supposed to be doing this anymore. We're supposed to just leave. Like everything's done. We're supposed to leave. Just start fooling these people to get the hell out of here, and that'll slow them
Oh,
down and maybe make them safe. Think you could do that?
That's a cool idea.
Go ahead and give me that wisdom save, Al. Disadvantage.
9.
Boy.
You're still tasting blue.
Delicious.
Yep.
Okay, I need a changing room.
What?
You're
No,
just gonna.
no, you don't. What?
Are we out in the open by the central bounty?
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Basically, yeah.
And you're just gonna stumble around and be like, not that alley, not that alley, and it's just gonna take too long deciding.
Yeah, true. So, the course of action, I guess, is still the same for you guys. So, unless if something changes, let me know. You guys disperse once more. And this time as you disperse, about 10, 15 minutes, 10 minutes from you guys being separated. Um, those of you, I don't even need to say, I'll just say the people's names. I'll check your character sheets. Why? Al, you technically, Davis is not. So Dregnar,
If it's passive stuff, don't forget my totem.
yeah, no, I got you.
Okay.
Dregnar, Karos, Rock, Dregnar, Karos, and Rock. As you guys are the ones that are proficient, like actually proficient, in survival. And since Al, you're tripping, I'm not gonna let you get the pick of all trades on this.
Whoa.
What you notice kind of quickly as you guys disperse this, third time, like I said, within like 10 minutes, as you guys are trying to find, the next shrines to go to, the next groups of people to interrupt with whatever they're doing. So you're still kind of scanning the what do you call it? The roofs of buildings. But looking beyond the roof, especially you said, the sun, the sun should be near domination of the sky at this point.
Yeah.
Why does it look like it's setting? Why is it that like there's like darkness encroaching? Why does it feel like it's an unnatural night is coming?
Is it getting overcast by any means?
Very much so.
Very much so.
However, as you like look and you kind of focus and you're trying to figure out if it's overcast, uh, go ahead and give me a nature check.
Adam, is the position the sun in the setting phase, or is it still high in the sky?
It is in the setting phase, from what you could tell.
So like it's on the other half of the sky from where it should be.
Not necessarily like it's in the other, so it's unnatural. That's the weird thing. And so
Oh,
it's like
okay.
typically it's like where it should be going up. It just looks like all of a sudden it just kind of slumped down.
Oh, that
And
happens all
instead,
the time.
it's not sun, it's not clouds, it's not overcast. It is
It's in the
darkness.
wrong position.
Yes, it is just darkness permeating. And then as you were kind of looking at this side, you notice that the sun very quickly it just drops beyond the horizon and you don't see anything. And then almost as if like to materialize from nothingness, there's like this nightfall that casts, but the sun's gone. And then almost like flickering into existence, there is this full moon, this full bright bluish hued moon basking the entire area in pale lights. Uh, Davis, because you are proficient in navigation, and anyone that is actually, yeah, and then my survival people.
Okay.
Anyone, so the same, so Davis plus Rock, Drag, and Sed. No, it wasn't Rock. Shit, I already forgot the group that I said.
Rock is proficient in survival.
I'm forgetting. Is it Karos? Karos is proficient. Rock. Oh, not Sed. So Sed, sorry. So yeah, Karos, Rock, and Davis and Regnar. Go ahead and give me survival checks. Davis, you can use your navigators.
Modify 20.
Modified 20, 25. Okay.
I'm not adept at survival, so I'm not gauging anything, but I'm gonna pipe up while
Yeah.
they're trying to figure it out and say something unnatural is happening.
Yes.
Yeah, says, what's up with your sun god?
All of a sudden, it's like my breath just got smacked out of me. I don't feel a presence anymore. It's like we're somewhere else.
Should we just
You tell me.
should we get started now? Like, the sun's not going to be going up, I guess, so we should just get started then, right? Meet back up.
I say I meet back up definitely.
Meet back up. Go, go, go.
As you guys are meeting up, those we'll say whoever got the rock
Yeah, he had that
survival
20.
oh, not 20. Okay, so yeah, Karos and Rock. Ever heard of a harvest moon?
Yeah, of course.
Da 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 da. The sun has been replaced by a harvest moon, full in the sky, ready to reap what has been sowed. And that's what we'll go ahead and take a break.